Hello, this 5-minute video will provide you with some key tips on how to approach the ATX UK exam. ACCA offers multiple ATX variant exams, and if you are preparing for one of these, please watch the video applicable to ATX variants. The ATX UK exam builds on previous tax knowledge. You may have acquired this from studying for the ACCA Applied Skills UK tax exam or alternatively from other tax courses. This assumed knowledge is of crucial importance for ATX exams. The ATX exam is in two sections. Section A is a 50-mark case study question comprised of 40 technical marks and 10 professional skills marks. Within the technical marks will be 5 ethics marks. The case study will be based on one scenario and it will usually test both personal and business taxes. Section B is made up of 2 25-mark questions comprised of 20 technical marks and 5 professional skills marks each. All questions are compulsory and can test any area of the syllabus. You will answer each question using either a spreadsheet or word processing response area or a combination of the two, and it is up to you to decide which response option is the most appropriate. There may be professional skills marks linked to appropriate use of the resources. All questions are human marked and the markers will apply the own figure rule to your answers. That means that if you have made mistakes in your calculations, you can still be given credit for later steps in your answer provided your method is correct. Your exam will require a mix of narrative and computational answers, with calculations usually only being required to support your narrative answer. So what are our key tips for studying for your ATX exam? Firstly, make use of the ACCA resources in the study support section of the ACCA website where you access this presentation. Some resources are applicable to all ATX exams and some are specific to particular variants. A good place to begin is the ATX UK Syllabus and Study Guide, which provides you with a detailed breakdown of what could be tested in a particular exam year. It also includes a reading list to recommend suitable learning resources. You have access to a set of tax rates and allowances during your exam, and a copy of these can also be found here as well. You should ensure you become familiar with this document and use it during your studies so you know which facts and figures you can look up during your exam. An article is available to guide you on getting the best use out of the tax rates and allowances and explaining how to access them in your exam. Further down on the same page, you will find copies of recent examiners' reports where you can find feedback on recent exam sessions and get advice on how to approach specific topics. You can also access past exam content via the ACCA practice platform. Using past questions is crucial to your exam preparation as it shows you the style of the question and the detail which will be examined, and also the computer-based exam platform which you will use in your real exam. You should note that these exams are not updated, so the rates and allowances and rules may be different to the exam for which you're preparing. There is also a set of technical articles covering the key ATX UK topics and how these are likely to be tested. Next, ensure you study the whole of the syllabus. Although you will not be examined on all the syllabus content in one exam, you should expect to be tested on a wide range of learning outcomes. Brought forward knowledge from TX is crucial to success at ATX, and therefore refreshing this knowledge should be the very first part of your ATX studies. Do not assume that it is just a case of learning the new elements of the syllabus. The amount of time this will take will depend on how much you have retained from your previous studies. It is not advisable to try to predict which topics will be tested or for how many marks. Knowledge alone is not enough. You need to be able to apply your knowledge to practical situations. Use of past exam content will help you to understand the types of scenarios which are tested and the answers which were expected from candidates. The requirements at ATX are far more demanding than those at TX, so understanding this increase in demand is crucial. So what about once you're in the exam? Firstly, time management is key. The exam is 3 hours long, which means you have 90 minutes to attempt the Section A case study and 45 minutes for each Section B question and 15 minutes at the beginning allocated to reading. We recommend also allocating your time to each individual requirement at 2.25 minutes per mark. So if a requirement is worth 10 marks, you should allocate 22.5 minutes to answering it. For each question, ensure you read the scenario information and requirements carefully, paying close attention to the verbs which have been used. Have you been asked to explain, state, or calculate, or a combination of these? Does the requirement have more than one element to it for you to consider? Have you been given any assumptions or notes to help you answer the question? You should attempt every question and every requirement within each question. I hope you have found this presentation useful. Good luck for your ATX UK exam and all of your future ACCA studies.